Hello and welcome to Trade Talks. My name is Yogesh. Apple kicks off the week while Lyft looks set to wrap it up. In between, investors will scrutinize remarks from Federal Reserve speakers, watch for trade developments and try to keep abreast of Brexit developments as the outcome remains uncertain more than 1,000 days after the referendum and just days away from the deadline. Here's what to watch in the coming days. Apple will hold a special event on Monday from the Steve Jobs Theatre in Cupertino, and it's widely expected the iPhone maker will introduce a new video streaming service featuring original programming. Chief Executive Tim Cook's latest bet is that cord-cutting and growth of streaming services have created a new role for Apple as aggregator. The company has hired Jamie Ehrlich and Zach Von Emberg from the Sony Pictures TV and has also begun to commission original TV shows and has more than 30 series in the works from names like Steven Spielberg, Oprah Winfrey and Reese Witherspoon. With the Federal Reserve completing its U-turn sitting pat on interest rates in March, signaling no rate rises this year and announcing plans to end the reduction of its balance sheet, investors get to hear from a handful of Fed speakers next week. Chicago Fed President Charles Evans, Boston Fed President Eric Rosengren, Kansas City Fed President Esther George, and New York Fed President John Williams, all voting members of the Monetary Policy Setting Federal Open Market Committee, are scheduled to speak next week. The U.S. Senate Commerce Subcommittee panel hearing on federal oversight on commercial aviation gets underway on Wednesday. The hearing comes after an Ethiopian Airlines crash earlier this month, which killed all 157 people on board. The jet involved the Boeing 737 MAX 8, which was the same kind of aircraft involved in the Lion Air crash, which killed all 189 passengers and crew in October. Parliament is set to vote on different Brexit options next week after ministers admitted Prime Minister Theresa May's deal is unlikely to ever win MPs' approval. The vote will be the first time the House of Commons will rank different Brexit options. While the original deadline was set for March 29th, EU leaders have so far offered to delay Brexit by 2 weeks to April 12th if the UK does not approve Mrs May's deal, or to May 22nd if it does. Robert Lighthizer, the US Trade Representative, and Steve Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, will travel to Beijing next week and expected to meet Chinese Vice Premier Liu He to try and resolve the remaining sticking points in talks to end the US-China trade war. President Donald Trump had hoped to conclude an agreement by end of March, but that timeline was pushed out till the end of next month. Thank you so much for watching this video. To keep yourself updated about the latest happenings in the world of financial markets, subscribe to our channel. To identify more trading opportunities ahead of the Brexit deal, register for our weekly seminars on www.century.ae. My name is Yogesh. You have a great week ahead.